to sudden death.
Steffes failed to put the ball away. Dodd and Whitmarsh go right back to him for the win. The tap down the championship for Dodd and Whitmarsh, and Mike Dodd goes into the record books, passing Ron Von Hagen.
That was last week. We hope it will be as good this week. Mike Dodd serving, turned 37 yesterday. Karai, and it's dug out of bounds. We expect to see a different intensity from Karch Karai and Kent Steffes. Karch Karai, according to his wife, was extremely bummed this week. He took the loss very personally, didn't come out of it for a couple of days. We expect to see them very fired up after, well, quite frankly, blowing the one last week.
Angle.
Whitmarsh, and Whitmarsh taps it in there. Let's identify the players for you very quickly. Mike Whitmarsh is the big man, white hat, blue tank top, the former basketball player. The dig. Same one he did to tie it up. No, Karch got it back. Dodd puts it away.
No victory lap yet. It's way too early, and Mike Dodd knows it's stuffed by Karai. Karai thought the play was over. And look at this tough cut shot. Boy, in Seal or San Diego, Mike Dodd playing defense.
1-0 is our score, and Steffes bounces one on the line. Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh have already played one match today. They beat the Brazilians. As you look at Kent Steffes, blue hat, white tank top at the net. He's 26 years old.
Good.
Whitmarsh, and Whitmarsh hits it off Steffes. Score remains 1-0.
Speaking to Dodd and Whitmarsh earlier today, they said they feel they've got a good, strong, strategic approach to playing Karai and Steffes. They're going to serve Karai about 60% of the time and then mix it in against Kent Steffes. They don't want Steffes to get in that perfect, confident rhythm.
Whitmarsh!
Serve Karai, serve Karai, serve Karai. Get a couple maybe, and then throw one on Steffes. They feel Steffes, if you serve him 15 or 20 times in a row, he's going to get into that great rhythm. But Dodd and Whitmarsh are playing good defense and blocking against him. And then back to Karai.
Dodd with a dig. Chance to go to three. Not yet. Not this time. Beautiful block by Karai at the net. Saving a point.
Ask Karch if he had videotaped the match from last week, tried to learn anything. He says, no, I didn't, and if I had, it'd be in the dumpster. I want no part of seeing that.
Good. Hit line. No!
And Whitmarsh is into the bottom of the net. So Karai and Steffes have their first point. It's 2-1, Whitmarsh and Dodd. Steffes and Karai on the good side. Dodd and Dodd over the top. Girlfriends and wives jammed in at courtside. Jennifer Mullins on the initial right. Mike Whitmarsh's girl, Natasha Nathan. Right behind her, Jana Karai and Christian Karai of the Karai families. Dodd, up it goes.
You're the hit it. Okay, get up there. Nobody.
Down the middle. Nice shot, Kent Steffes.
Boy, there you really see good side, bad side coming into play. Steffes way off the net, but using the wind to his advantage. Hitting the ball so deep into the wind. Good top spin. Dropped it off Mike Dodd's arm.
Good.
Whitmarsh, and Whitmarsh pounds it straight down.
Good call by Dodd. You know, we talk so much about their backgrounds as basketball players, particularly Mike Whitmarsh, because he played professionally in Europe not so long ago. I said, you still think of yourself as a basketball player? He says, no more. I'm a volleyball player now. You guys can drop that moniker. Just strictly volleyball.
Dodd digs it up again, but Whitmarsh can't go. Mike Dodd off to a hot digging start.
Already 5 digs for Mike Dodd. It's getting commonplace to see Dodd in double figures with digs.
Kent Steffes will serve it up out of Pacific Palisades, California. Dodd got it right on the line.
Have to find ways to get yourself out of trouble. This set from 9 feet off the net from the bad side. Mike Dodd has to take enough off to keep it in so the wind doesn't blow it long, but still hit it deep enough to take it away from the defense.
2 serving 1. Karch. No! Another point.
A lot of unforced unforced errors early, particularly for the level of play that these two teams have exhibited so far in this tournament and the last couple of months, literally on the tour.
Steffes, Dodd, with flipper, no good.
Very tough chance 3 times in a row.
3-1 Dodd Whitmarsh lead early.
And line. Come on.
The advantage Dodd and Whitmarsh may have, they have already played 1 match in this 3-day format. Dodd and Whitmarsh had to play Anginio and Loyola, who took third early in the morning, so they got the kinks out. Karai and Steffes have not played a match today. This is their first one.
And much breezier on center court today than in earlier days in this 3-day competition.
Steffes hitting high on top of Whitmarsh. Good shot.
I mean, the players are used to the wind. They play in it every week, but it changes, of course, on the beach. One day from off the water, one day from the north, one day from the south, and today a little brisker.
Dodd gets it again. Interestingly, Mike Dodd and Karch Karai played together at one time back in 1985. They played together in 5 tournaments, and they won 3 of them. Then national team commitments took Karch back indoors. Dodd stayed on the beach and ended up with Havla. Karch sneaks it through. So Charles Karch Karai, he and Ken Steffes have won 13 of 17 tournaments they've entered this year. He'll serve it up. Dodd and Whitmarsh passing flawlessly so far as Dodd cranks it down the line.
2 interesting numbers. Karch Karai has received 5 serves, Ken Steffes 6. Kind of a little bit difference in pattern than Dodd Whitmarsh might have talked about, but Karch Karai with only 1 kill so far, he's given up the points.
Lobbing deep on Steffes. And Steffes responds. Steffes very, very good when he goes to the middle of the court and is able to hit back towards the line. That's his strength.
Very good away from his body, and in that situation on the off play, Karai is just trying to give Steffes something high enough in the middle of the court to swing at.
3-1 is our score. Dodd and Whitmarsh by 2. Dodd. And Dodd snaps it again.
Yeah, I think Karai and Steffes are serving Mike Dodd way too much on the bad side, the jump serve. He's just too good a passer for that particular play. I would try to work Whitmarsh a little bit more.
Mike Whitmarsh, the 1-time limousine driver in college with the serve.
Over. Go, go!
You know, talking about jobs, Paul, if you follow volleyball, you may know this, but Karch Karai, the first job he had was working in a falafel stand up in Santa Barbara. His partner, Kent Steffes, the only job he ever had was scooping Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Hit the line. Hey, come on.
Karch has the dig, and it's right back to Whit. Dodd on 2, Karch is there. Karch puts it away. Big play from this recorded tournament was played here in 1949. It was won by Ed Teague and Dan Brawl. And this year, this tournament enhanced even further. It is now the Old Spice U.S. Championships. Dodd and Whitmarsh, Karai and Steffes. Ball dug up. Steffes, no, he's into the net. 3-2, Dodd and Whitmarsh now on the good side.
And a chance that Karai and Steffes pressing just a little bit. Some uncommon, unforced errors. They do not get many point-scoring opportunities against Dodd and Whitmarsh when the Mikes are siding out, running their offense extremely well. They know they have to capitalize.
Dodd serves Karch. And Karch kills it.
Mike Whitmarsh told me that yesterday when these two teams met earlier in the competition, the finals of the winner's bracket of this modified double elimination tournament, Karai was just bombing away, unstoppable, on a mission he felt after last week.
2 serving 3. Here comes Big Whit. And Whitmarsh puts it through.
That match yesterday won convincingly by Karai and Steffes, but this is another day.
His 5th year on tour, 5 wins. He's got 3 this year, 115,000. Remember, he did not play volleyball until he was 24. As that ball lobbed on the line by Karai. We're talking about Karai playing with Mike Dodd. In that one tournament they won in Salisbury, Massachusetts, they were in 9th place. They won a game, and they ate a hot dog. Then they won another game, and they said, well, we're going to be superstitious, and they ate another hot dog. They went right to the final and won it. after eating 7 hot dogs during the day. As we are tied now at 3.
Well, maybe the out-of-work hot dog vendors, victims of the baseball strike, ought to hang around the beach a little bit longer.
It was in Salisbury, Massachusetts back in 1985. Here's Dodd. And Dodd droops it down the line.
Mike Dodd recording his 8th kill. Steffes going to jump way into the cross-court. Kirai trying to rotate down the line. Cover one area with a block, one area with a defense. Dodd hitting it too sharply.
3-3 tie. Karch. And Karch up high. Karch started playing volleyball in Santa Barbara at the age of 6. He was bumping the ball around with his father. His first game of volleyball at East Beach in Santa Barbara when he was 9 years old. He played with his dad and 2 of his friends. There's Karch, or I should say there's Kent. Kent and Karch, the KK guys. There they are. Tied at 3. Karch, the little dinker. Are they serving Karch too much?
No, that's their strategy. They think that they can get their share of points off Karch Kirai, and they did that with the first 3-2 side change advantage from the bad side. They're just afraid to serve Steffes all too regularly.
Once again, in case you missed it, they have never been eliminated by the same team twice. 2 tournaments in a row.
Dodd and Whitmarsh beat them twice last week, of course, a double elimination tournament. Kirai and Steffes know the meaning of revenge.
So Whitmarsh and Dodd will have the ball. We're tied at 3, 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the game. And working on Karch. Right to Dodd. That's the one he was hoping for. And a quick set off the bump, and he puts it away.
When I questioned Dodd and Whitmarsh about their strategy last week, serving Kirai to tie the match, I said, hey, we score against him. And they remembered all the way back to the beginning of the year when they beat Kirai and Steffes in the finals of Fort Myers. To remember, Kirai hit that ball right to Mike Dodd.
So the big whip shows his blocking abilities.
Kirai giving up 2 points in a row. That is a rarity. Hitting away from Dodd, who's digging angle and chopping at Mike Whitmarsh. That's why the Mikes feel they have the KKs figured out.
Timeout called 5-3, the Mikes.
It still bugs me that I waited to try Old Spice High Endurance just because I thought all deodorants were...
To be big on the rebound off the dig. It almost knocked big Marvin Hall down, and that takes a heck of a shot.
Marvin Hall, the umpire today. That means he is not allowed to dance when he's working, which is kind of a shame. I think that's a rule that needs to be rejected as Steffes blocks Dodd and gives the Kings a point.
He's rejected, lost sight of it, hit the ball high up into Kent. Steffes was looking for the deflection. Watch the block, but watch Mike Dodd's reaction afterwards. Head down. He thinks the ball is completely elsewhere. I told you he was mentally tough, physically tough. They come back with a block, and for nobody over 7, you get halfway against the Kings, and you're doing pretty well, as Gatsky and Rogers did. They had all week to stew over the startling loss in Seal Beach.
Now, we should tell you, it's just a 1-game final. It's modified double elimination. What that means is a 1-game final. Whoever wins this game is the champion, even though Dodd and Whitmarsh have 1 loss to Kirai and Steffes.
Still surprised that Kirai and Steffes are ripping the ball at Mike Dodd on the bad side. He's so experienced and such a great passer. I think Whitmarsh needs a little attention from Kirai and Steffes' service game.
Oh, Steffes, a terrible back bump set. Whitmarsh digs it on the right. Ooh, one of the reasons Big Whit doesn't play on the right very much. He made a nice dig, but could not convert.
His game continues to grow and evolve. You saw that defensively last week in Seal, and again with a nice dig, but has to find a way to convert that play.
Kent Steffes has won this tournament the last 3 years in a row. Once with Hovland, and the last 2 years with Karch. He's got it up to take the lead. Got it!
How covering behind Kirai. Steffes slides in, reads. You see how low Mike Dodd hit that. He dropped his shoulder, gave away the cut shot early, and then Steffes riveting past Dodd.
First lead of this game for Kirai and Steffes. 6-5. Dodd thumps it through.
Boy, determined to work on Mike Dodd. Have served Dodd already 14 times. He's come through with 11 kills. Whitmarsh has only seen 6 serves come his way.
Follow Whitmarsh in. And Karch sizzling the pits in the Old Spice area with some tinged hairs.
Flew through there. Whitmarsh up and over, but not dropping the inside hand to deny the very sharp angle from Kirai. Still jumping as high as maybe anybody on the beach except Jose Loyola, the young Brazilian.
Dodd. Steffes stuffed it.
Steffes making this match happen right now. 2 stuff blocks, a couple of digs. Working on Mike Dodd and then moving the block way inside against Mike Dodd.
Timeout called by Dodd and Whitmarsh.
NBA officials, what will he have to say about the AVP referees, particularly Marvin Hall?
Dodd, Karch is there. Kings are starting to assert themselves. They lead 7-5. Dodd goes and gets it. Chance for point number 8. Steffes. Dodd digs him. Dodd. And out of bounds.
Same exact play as last week to send the Seal Beach Championship into overtime. Kent Steffes with seconds winding down, had a rip at a ball that Mike Dodd just sat right there, popped it straight up. Nobody doing it better right now. I think Mike Dodd's the defensive player of the year on the beach.
7-5, Kirai and Steffes up by 2. Over it. Whitmarsh!
Back and forth. Fourth and back. Witt with his second stuff block. Steffes has been doing his share of stuff blocking, but Whitmarsh on him.
7-6 now.
Serving Steffes very deep.
I think they should serve Steffes more. They're getting him. Karch. Got it.
Mike Dodd told me that they're the most patient team on the beach. They're going to stay with their strategy, serve Kirai most of the time, and then get one, sneak one in on Steffes when they can, to keep the Kings out of a groove, setting, passing, and hitting.
Yeah, line.
Steffes with the dig, looking for a point. And he gets it. Both teams scoring at a pretty good clip right now, and I think that has to do, I kid you not, with a vibrating alarm clock. He puts it under his pillow before he goes to sleep, and he says it works like a charm.
Well, if that pillow's so good, how is he getting that vibration? I don't get it.
Oh, Steffes comes right back and aces.
Get that from the good side. Kent Steffes, another ace. A couple of
best players in the world. Kirai, Steffes, Dodd and Whitmarsh. Dodd and Whitmarsh down by 3, but they're now on the good side, Paul, with that heavy wind in their face. They should be able to score some points.
Well, it won't help them because they serve lollipops, and we've talked about that an awful lot. But it will hurt Kirai's passing and setting game. Watch for the top spin serve from Whitmarsh, the good deep knuckleball from Mike Dodd.
Still working on Karch. And Karch is still working on them.
See, if Kirai can side out, then their 60% solution from Mike and Mike of serving him that much goes down the tubes as it did yesterday in the finals of the winners bracket.
Kirai with the serve, ahead by 3. Dodd, and Dodd thumps it. You know, Mike Dodd was talking about last weekend and what it felt like to win Seal Beach in that fashion. He said it was an out-of-body experience. It's one of those special moments that you really have to be older to appreciate, and he really did. Made a lot of highlight reels, didn't he? Karch, Whitmarsh got him!
The discipline to stay with the strategy. They know they have a formula, although it doesn't look like it's going to work for the most part. At times, they stay with it. Whitmarsh with the block, Dodd elsewhere defensively.
7 serving 9. Karch, and it's off Dodd. Karch hitting harder and harder.
Well, he's hit against the big Russians, he's hit against the Cubans, he's hit against everybody, the Brazilians, the Italians. Finding a hard time getting it past Mike Whitmarsh and then past Mike Dodd.
Oh! Thought I saw the rope jump. Apparently not. So Whitmarsh and Dodd will have it.
3 service errors for Kirai and Steffes, but 2 aces. That's a great percentage.
Whitmarsh with the serve, trailing 9-7.
Cut. Nice.
And cut, they go.
Steffes admonishing himself just a little bit there. Concentrate, set the ball better to my partner.
Karch will serve it.
Good. Oh, come on. Hit one.
Whitmarsh.
Hey, come on,
Karch is up.
Come on.
And KK rides it out of bounds. Tough chance. Wind blowing, ball spinning, dust flying.
And outside the court, outside the 2 antennas, one above each sideline. Look at this, right into your living room. Kirai down, playing great defense. Steffes with a good run. Kirai, well, he was inside the court, but trying to get it back on Whitmarsh.
9-7 still. Kirai and Steffes lead. Whitmarsh is hovering. And Karch is cranking.
That's where Kirai wants to go. He is really well right now.
Steffes with the serve trail. Ahead by 2, I should say. 9-7. Dodd. It's got to come over.
Good all the way.
Whitmarsh. And an inch higher, and Karch would have dragged that out. So Mike Whitmarsh will go back to serve. We talked a lot about his basketball prowess. The best player ever to play at the University of San Diego. He missed by a vote of being named the Conference Player of the Year his senior year. He lost out to John Stockton. Whitmarsh, the way Whitmarsh tells it, he said, yeah, the sports information director for Gonzaga didn't list me on any ballot. That's why Stockton won.
Yeah, okay.
Of course, John Stockton, the great guard with the Utah Jazz, and Dream Team won. 9-7. And Dodd rules it down the line.
Interesting chess match going on. Kirai and Steffes served Mike Dodd an awful lot. Went to Whitmarsh a couple of times. He passed the test. Now back to Dodd, and he comes through with a side out.
Minute 30 to go in the game. 7 serving 9.
I think they'll go to Kirai here near the water.
Steffes has to bend way down, and Whitmarsh is there. That might have been a throw. They didn't see it. Looked like Steffes jammed that open hand. They go to Karch, and Karch puts it away.
No argument from Dodd and Whitmarsh. Maybe just stayed with it through the knuckler. And
here's Steffes with the serve. Minute 18 to go.
Ice! How big is that play right now? Instead of being 9-8, Dodd and Whitmarsh serving, Steffes takes a deep sigh of relief. The violation by the board, and then rips hubby wife again from the bad side.
Steffes and Kirai ahead 10-7.
Angle.
Whitmarsh goes over the top and down. Now Whitmarsh and Dodd have to be a little concerned about the time remaining. A minute 12 to go in the game. Dodd and Whitmarsh trailing by 3, 10-7.
Good.
Steffes. Dodd has it up. Big play here. Dodd. Not yet.
Gotta come.
Should be an easy play here. Free ball. Dodd and Whitmarsh for a point. And they get it.
Patience paying off once again. After Dodd and Whitmarsh got together, they struggled at times. Mike Whitmarsh going through tremendous physical problems, cramping the IV bags, but Mike Dodd has stayed with him through thick and thin, and now they're the second best in the world.
Steffes, and Steffes puts it through. Had a very interesting dinner with U.S. Olympic coach of 1984, Doug Beal, last night. He said Karch is a much better beach volleyball player than he was an indoor volleyball player. Do you agree with that, Paul?
Well, I do, because the indoor game has become so specialized. You got to be these huge guys bombing, but Kirai, the most total, well-rounded, complete player.
Certainly one of the greatest defensive players of all. Whitmarsh trying to hang on here. 47.5 seconds to go in the game. Dodd and Whitmarsh trail 10-8. They've been close, but they just can't get real close.
Well, we were kind of saying the same thing last week at 14-12 when we thought Kirai and Steffes had it wrapped up because they were on the good side.
Serving Karch. Another good set by Steffes, and Whitmarsh is there.
Karch is trying to go low past Whitmarsh, but Whitmarsh has learned so much and paid his dues, and Mike Dodd is coaching him all through the tough times. Look at him taking away the cross court.
10-9, trying to tie it up. And Whitmarsh just missed it. Clock a factor 30.
Boy, the whip tap down. Whitmarsh wanted to hit the ball on one. This might have sealed it up for Steffes and Curie. Whitmarsh is going, hit. Oh my gosh, he's setting me. All right, tapping it down.
Trying to tie it up again. It's 9-10. Karch. Dodd has it up. Clock is ticking. Dodd for the tie. Not yet. Karch is back at you. Karch off the net. Karch. Dodd digs him. Dodd to tie. Yes! Seconds to go. Now there are 12 and 2/10 seconds to go. We are tied at 10. If the clock runs out during regulation, we will once again go to sudden death. Dodd and Whitmarsh looking for a point here, maybe to cinch it up. Curie. And Curie puts it away. Barely.
And where does Karch go under pressure? Back to his favorite shot, cross court. Dodd and Whitmarsh know that. Dodd and Whitmarsh must slide out quickly.
You only have to win by one. Curie and Steffes looking for the win, and Karch is into the net.
Advantage, Dodd and Whitmarsh.
They've got to send up a high serve, trying to run out the clock and score the final point. In regulation, Dodd trying to rev up the crowd as he did last week.
Mike Dodd, the Jimmy Connors of volleyball, saving the best for last.
Could be the final play of regulation. Steffes. And Steffes puts it away as the clock runs out. We think the clock, the final 0 is not up there, Paul.
There's no time.
The official clock has no time on it. There is no time.
Regulation has run out. We are going to sudden death. Scenario, trying to tie it up. Whitmarsh and Dodd. This is what happened. This was to tie it up. Curie and Steffes going for the win right now. Whitmarsh. Curie stuffed him. The Kings of the Beach pull it out on the Curie roof. 11 to 10. Stay with us. There's more coming up.